Magical mushrooms freestyle. The mushroom is the elf of plants. At evening is not at morning in a truffled hut. It stopped upon a spot as if it tarried always, and yet its whole career is shorter than a snake's delay and fleeter than a tear. 'Tis vegetarian's juggler of a germ of alibi, douse like a bubble antedate, and like a bubble high. I feel as if the grass was pleased to have it intermit this surreptitious scion of summers circumspect. Had nature any supple face, or could she one contemn? Had nature an apostle that mushroom, pulling my first from its place in the forest floor, felt like the slipping a key from its partner, oiled lock, broken so cleanly at the stem it appeared scalpel sliced. You assured me this was a good find. A bullet tis from its red and bruise and lack of gills, but chanterelles proved easiest to forage. Their penny bright caps glinted between dead leaves, ripe for the taken. Spiders were the largest animals we saw that day. Orb weavers bigger than a man's fist, sharp-legged seamstresses whose webs, like natural networks, transgressed each clearing without hair, though they weren't so frightening as if each spider had disrobed herself to display a less menacing skeleton. Still we kept our distance, and suddenly what I had never paid attention to was flourishing. Oysters and bursts around a rotten stump, amanitus with their white burial shroud, indigo milk caps as fluted and blue as a ballerina's tall skirt. You told me the wildness might not be as feral as we think. The fungi's filaments weave a pattern, a conscious fabric, engaging the nearest tree with its opposite furthest tree to say, entwine your roots with my myceliae, and I will tell you my secrets. We followed their invisible cartography by whatever heads peered up from autumn's detritus, and though we were strangers there unmooring each mushroom that seemed least dangerous, we could feel the vast organism underfoot, silent but for the sounds of insects unwitting and soon to be caught by magical mushrooms freestyle, yababa, walking in a mountain meadow toward the north slope. I see red cap amanitus with white warts, and no, they signal sepes. I see a few colonies of puffballs, red rustles with chalk white stipes, brown guiled, poison pie, in the shade under the spruce are two red poured bullets, sliced them in half, and the flesh turns blue in seconds under fur. Is a single amanita with basil cup, flarananalis, a white cap. Is it the Rocky Mountain form of Amanita panfarina? I am aware of danger in name and misidentification and imposing the distinctions of a taxonomic language onto the things themselves. I know I have only a few hours to hunt mushrooms before early afternoon rain. I know it is a mistake to think I am moving. Their argarics are still, they are more transient than we acknowledge, more susceptible to the full moon, to a single rain tonight air, to a moment of sunshine. I know in this meadow my passions are my hizzle with nature. I may shout or ecstasies, aches, griefs, and hear them vanish in the white poured silence. My magical mushrooms freestyle. There I go spitting, don't you know? Tripping on mushrooms again. I'm forever in a perma trip in this insane asylum. Like silent naked monks huddled around an old tree stump, having spun themselves in the night. out of a thought and nothingness, and God so pleased with their silence, he grants them teeth and tongues like us. How long have you been gone? A child's hot tears in my bare arms. Rap a bop bop a bop bop a bop. There I go. Don't you know? No, no, no. Tripping on magical mushrooms, don't you know? I'm tripping forever in imagination land. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. I'm never ending permanently tripping in an insane asylum, I said. My cousin is permanently tripping in an insane asylum, I said. Look at the pretty colors, you whispered as you pointed to the sky. I watched them as they went by, the feeling of myself floating on the clouds. The view was too real. I remembered you reaching for my hand, telling me it was like the smoothest stone you have ever felt. Now you never wanted to let go. I held on to your soul and kissed, making sure you knew. I worshipped you for the drugs you're making to forget, but I wanted to remember this moment forever. Rapper, you told me it was the shrooms that made you say those things. Yeah, I didn't believe you, for the trip caused you to fall in love with me. I was only good enough to provide the love when you needed that. I thought the love was me, my presence, my smooth hands, the clouds. But I soon found out it was just the drugs. It was just the shrooms, my magical mushrooms freestyle.